Hi, my name is Abby, and I'm coming to you from the Dearborn Public Library in Dearborn, Michigan. Welcome to Maker Mondays, where today I'll be teaching you how to make a woven friendship bracelet. For today's make, you will need a bracelet loom. This one I 3D printed in our SparkLab, but you can also make one yourself using some cardboard, and then you'll need a round object like a cup and a writing utensil. No matter what, you'll also need scissors, thread. You'll need at least 2 colors, but you can go up to 8. Now to actually make the bracelet. First, you're going to want to cut 8 pieces of thread. I'm cutting 4 of each color, which is the easiest to learn with in my opinion, but you can cut any combination that you want. I'm also using the first string I measured against my arm as a guide for the rest of the string, rather than stretching my arm all the way out to measure each individual string. Once you have all 8 pieces cut, you're going to tie them together with just a regular knot. If you're making your own loom, you're going to start by tracing your circular object, usually probably a cup, around onto the cardboard. And then, of course, you will cut that circle out. It definitely doesn't need to be perfect as long as it's generally circular. Once you have your circle, you're going to take your pen or pencil and use it to punch a hole in the middle of the circle. Again, it doesn't need to be perfectly in the middle, but just generally a nice little hole. Then you're going to start cutting notches on the outside of the circle. Start by cutting 4 in the cardinal directions, so north, south, east, and west. Then you're going to cut each of those in half, so you have 8 pieces. And then you're going to cut those in half again, so you have 16. Really, your goal here is just to cut 16 notches in. They do not have to be even. Once your string and loom are both ready, you're going to place the string through the center hole in the loom, pulling the knot just through. Next, we're going to start putting the string into the notches of the loom. You're going to start with your first color and put it in one of the top notches, or in this little diagram here, position 1. But the same color next to it in position 2. Next, you'll want to put 2 strings of the same color right across from those on the top, or in positions 9 and 10. For the second color, you're going to skip 2 blank notches and then put them next to each other so that they're right across from each other, just like the first color. So you should have 2 of color 1, then 2 blank notches, then 2 of color 2, then 2 blank notches, then 2 of color 1, then 2 blank notches, then 2 of color 2, and 2 blank notches to get you all the way around the circle. Now it's time to start weaving. You're going to start by grabbing the string on the top right and bringing it down to the right of the strings of the same color. Next, you're going to grab the leftmost string of that same color and bring it up to the top on the left of the string of the same color. So you're going top to bottom and then bottom to top. You should now have 3 and 1 blank notches instead of 2. Finally, you're going to turn the whole thing 90 degrees so that your second color is on top. And then you're going to repeat the same process. So on the right, you're going to go top to bottom, and then on the left, you're going to go bottom to top. Now this is what you're going to do for the rest of this entire bracelet. So you're going to go right top to bottom, left bottom to top, turn it 90 degrees, and keep repeating until you've run out of string. So it's a little bit complicated at the beginning, it feels a little bit confusing, but once you get the groove down, it's a lot more comfortable. So one of the things you'll notice I'm doing is pulling at the strings on the bottom periodically, and that's just to keep them untangled. Sometimes this can feel like it's taking a long time, but it is really satisfying to see the progress as the bracelet slowly forms underneath the loom. I made this while listening to an audiobook on Libby, which you can also access with your Dearborn Public Library card, as well as lots of audiobooks on Hoopla. But of course, this is also a great activity to do while watching TV or chatting with friends. This is taking a long time though, so you want to hear a joke? What's the difference between a piano, a tuna fish, and a pot of glue? You can tune a piano, but you can't piano a tuna. I know, I'm hilarious. Once your bracelet is long enough to go around your wrist and then some, go ahead and take all of the string out of each little notch, and then you're going to tie all of them together in a knot. This doesn't have to be anything fancy, but you do want to make sure that it's nice and snug and as close to the braided part as possible so you don't have a whole lot of loose string hanging out. And now just tie it around your or a friend's wrist. If you want to make the bracelet adjustable, you can tie the ends together using a couple of square knots, which I don't have time to show you today, but let me know if you'd be interested in seeing another tutorial on that. I hope you had a good time making a bracelet with me. Let me know what you want to see next. Bye! Wait, Abby, but what about that pot of glue? I knew you'd get stuck there.